I actually heard one of your interviews recently that you're investing in a lot of businesses and storefronts and so forth.
Yeah. I recently bought a storefront. I bought another house, and I got an investment group. Me and two of my guys. Our plan is we lease buy one property once a month. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. We got like a 5-year plan, but it just started the last couple of months. We've been buying properties, at least one property every month, fixing them up and going to work with it. Yeah.
Okay, like what kind of properties?
Rental properties, like houses and mainly houses. Philadelphia is I got to say it's probably some of the best markets because you can buy it cheap right now, and the university. I live near the Temple, so the university is moving into all the private, all the one of the most popping drug corner in Philadelphia now is filled with college kids. You know what I'm saying? You could have bought houses down there probably for like 10, 15 grand. None of these houses are worth like 200. You feel what I'm saying?
Huh.
Yeah, that shit like it's crazy in Philly. The store I bought was only 20 grand. You understand what I'm saying? It was only a dub. And 2 blocks from the hospital is where I'm from. And we just bought a crib for like 19,000. And probably like in 2-3 years, that shit probably gonna be worth about like at least $150. Cause it's the second phase. So yeah, that's what we on right now. I got with some Asian guys and some I'm from out New York actually. They came to Philly and they was already doing it. And I just got with them. They said, listen, man, if you can find somebody to find a property, we gonna go in with you. That's what I've been doing, and it's been real lucrative. So that's what I really mainly been doing. Got like that rap shit it's like too political, man, and the little shit we was going through in the streets, it just got too crazy, man. You really had to like do other shit, you know what I'm saying? It got real crazy in the streets of Philly for a minute.
I mean, yeah, man, you gotta grow and you gotta evolve and you don't want to be broke at 40 or 50.
Hell no, that's my like my main thing. I really don't even want to be. I just don't want to have to never. I'm 40 years old. I got to resort to coming back to the streets. That's just like it's a big disappointment to me. You 40 years old, you in the streets. You got kids 20 or whatever, 19, 18, and I just never wanted to be that guy, man.
Well, you say you got your diploma at 16?
Yeah, at 16. Yeah.
Your high school diploma?
Yes.
That's what's up.
I actually left school and went to Job Corps.
Okay.
So I went to school there, and I did everything. Soon I went there, my 3rd month there. I went there at 16. My 3rd month there, I completed the school stuff. And I went the rest of the 2 years. I did plumbing. So I'm like a licensed plumber too. A lot of people don't know that. I'm a licensed plumber, but I got that at like 17, going on 18. So that's a skill I always had. I could always start a plumbing company, and yeah, it's a lot of shit, man. But the houses that's what the main thing in Philly. It's the biggest business right now in Philly. The property and whatnot.
I mean, did you feel when you were completely in the streets, did you feel like you were too smart to be doing the type of shit that you were doing?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Me and my brain, the way it worked, I thought that was the smartest thing to do. I had a job. When I first came home from Job Corps, I was 17 going on 18. And I had a job. And this is the main reason why I got in the streets, right? I had a minimum wage job. I was making close to $200 a week. And one of my little cousins, who like outraged that came up under me, man, he was selling drugs. And he told me, he said, listen, Ad, mine have to be around him all day while he's selling drugs. I'll be with him all day, then go to work. So he said, listen, man, find me a worker. I'll pay him $500 a week. 8-hour shift, 3 8-hour shifts. I pay all 3 on $500 a week. And I was like, damn, I'm making $200 a week. So in my mind, I said, this is the smartest thing to do is make the $500 a week. I sit here all day. I sit here like 14 hours with him all day anyway. This the guy be around all day, every day. So I said, fuck that. I said, listen, man, give me the job. And mind you, I'm as big because he look up to me. He like, give you the job. No, I ain't getting no job, man. I said, man, give me the job. And I got in the game, he just bought me a couple of pounds of weed and just gave it to me for free. He said, just go ahead, man, just we sell weed. And I just started selling the weed and I just got it rolling. I had 2 blocks. And then, you know, I just graduated from that and went to the crack game and we were just out there rolling, man.
Well, you said if you take rap money away, no rapper would have more money than me.
To be honest with you, man, I'm trying to say it the right way. Yeah, I made a lot of money on the streets. I made a lot of money. Not like drug lord, big meats money, but like, I made enough money in the streets to take care of my family and everybody, like everybody around me. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars on the streets. Hundreds. You feel what I'm saying?
You know, when you talk about taking over your first couple blocks, like people don't just hand over blocks.
Well, my neighborhood, I grew up in the neighborhood, and now it's different. I'm not saying I could have did this in other neighborhoods. In my neighborhood, it was like everybody was like knew. I was like the guy that I was the young guy everybody knew, so I can go sit on this block and sell drugs. I didn't have to use force because they all was broke, and I just, here, y'all do this, y'all do that. Y'all, the older guys than me. When I turned 17, I probably could physically beat probably all of them in fighting. You know what I mean? So that wasn't an issue. And then I got little cousins, little brother who was already just shooting people. You understand what I'm saying? So when I went on the block, and it wasn't about force, it's just like, I got every right to this day do. One of the most popular, one of the most money generated blocks in my neighborhood was the block I grew up on. So I knew the owner of the block. He used to give me dollars to go to the store. So when I decided to do something, they never denied me. Then he got killed and it left a void, you understand? And I brought some guy from an older guy from another neighborhood to my neighborhood, and he had the brain, he had the money, he had the system. So he ran it, and I was under him. A lot of people hate that started a whole lot of war. I started a big war because I brought somebody else. That's when I started going to jail for violence. Around that time, I was going to jail for violence and drugs because nobody wanted the guy I brought to the neighborhood. They ain't wanted him there, but he was bringing all the stuff, and I was helping him move it, and we just made a lot of money. This guy, the block I grew up on was doing like 10,000 a day. You know what I mean? That's why if anybody heard me on the interview said I'm making that much money, it wasn't just me. It was the guy that I brought to the neighborhood. It was his. He made so much money. His brother got killed. His father got killed. And he just was like, man, I'm done with it, man. And I said, let me have it. And he made it like a way where he still could make some money. Just let me have it. And I'm not saying it was easy. I'm not saying, I didn't start it. You know what I'm saying? I inherited it because he made so much money. There was so much shit happening in his family. He wanted to back out. I was from the neighborhood. I understand it. They really wasn't really going to get violent with me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I thought at first. When they gave it to me and all the money was mine, a lot of people from the neighborhood used to come at me like, listen, man, you from the neighborhood, you cool, but the guy, like, no. I said, no, listen, it ain't his no more, it's mine. And nobody wanted to believe me. I said, no, it's mine. That started a whole lot of shit, man. We had a rap group of like 4 or 5 artists, man. 2 of them in jail for murder right now. You understand what I'm saying? 2 different murders right now. And these happen to be the same guys I was with when me and Cassidy got locked up for the murder. You know what I'm saying? So these is my rap group people. And we grew up and it got that nasty in the streets, whereas though, when I fought the murder, when me and Cassidy got locked up for the murder, I left a void. I was the only bridge that like, it ain't get too out of hand because I'm from the block. But when I left, older guys from my block and the younger guys just clashed and it just went crazy, man. A lot of people got locked up, man. A lot of people got locked up. They got life in jail for murders and shit. People that like was my rap partners, 2 of them got life in jail for murder right now because of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, I'm not saying I could take this or take that. They gave it to me. I'm from the block. If somebody from a block that generated the most money, I have the rights to it. So once I got in the streets, they let me have it. They let me do my thing. And I just made the money. Because the guy I bought, he made so much money. So when he stepped off, he'd just give me something and be like, listen, just give me this off of it, and you can have the rest. And I'd be like, all right. And that's how I started making a whole bunch of money. You know what I mean? I was paying my mom bills at 17, 18. You know what I'm saying? I had my own crib. I had like 5 cars at 19. I mean, it wasn't the best cars, but it was good cars at 19. And you know what I'm saying? I had a 2-bedroom house. I had my girl, and I was living my life. I never went back to my mom's house until I came home from the murder charge. I came home with nothing. This is when I went back to my mom's house and had to live with Cassidy. But before that, I was doing my own thing. And I seen Cassidy a bunch of times around that time. He'd come through the block, I'd shake his hand, and I was just like doing my thing. And it always, the Lord, it always like, he always was impressed by it, you know what I'm saying? And you hear the stories about the, you know, the violence and all that. And this made him want me to come with him. You know what I mean? So in 05, he just like, listen, man, can you just come with me? I'm gonna make you a millionaire. And I actually left everything I was doing alone because I believed that in my mind, this guy's on TV all day. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, man, you know what, man? I'm about to go with him. You know what I'm saying? I told my youngest, man, y'all can have this shit. I'm out. I'm gonna start hanging with Cass, man. I want to be a rapper. And that's what I thought was gonna happen. That was my plan. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm gonna fuck with Cass. His boy told me I'm gonna be, you understand? I took his word. All I know is I see a guy on TV and he said, listen, you gonna be a millionaire. He used to give me all this like hope. Like, listen, this is what we gonna do. We gonna buy this. We gonna do this. I'm gonna put you out next. You gonna do this. And I'm like, all right, yeah. And I just left everything fucking alone and ran with him. That was probably like some of the, I mean, it was a gift and a curse because I was just broke. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to go to jail for murder. You know what I'm saying? Then I came home. It was just nutty. Like, that was a bad mistake I think I did. It was a gift and a curse because people knew me from it. But I was doing all right before that.